So, according to the ferryman, we need to talk to Alibaba's books about the magic map.
Good day again. How may I help you?
How fare you, merchant?
Business could be better. Too many people are losing interest in reading these days. It's a sign of the times. The economy fucking sucks due to George Bush and George Bush Jr.
Would you be interested in this ring?
It is a stunning ring, but I do not deal with jewelry and personal effects. Books and hard gold are all that I handle. You might check the neighbor next door, though. He deals in such things.
Aha! We're in the wrong fucking place. We're supposed to be in the pawn shop, not the library. Stupid ass Alexander.
Good day!
It's the fag in the black robe. Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
As a matter of fact, I do. I just keep it under the counter. It's been gathering so much fart dust I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magic junk. Mostly reminds me of New Orleans and shit like that. And I need to dump some of this shit out. Anyway, the magic map was one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was getting older than a wrinkly ball sack and feeble, and had an enchanted map to aid in the traveling. It is said that the only need to desire to be on the island depicted on the map is to find oneself there. It's a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days, because they're lazy and smoke too much weed like I do. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
Oh shit, I'm hardly overrolling prospective buyers. I'd be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange. Like that nice little pretty fucking ring you got.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you the king then?
No. My father, King Graham, is. I am Prince Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. And here, take this dub sack too. I'll keep the ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can return for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold, and then put into my teeth. And a word of warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within the sight of sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the bitch.
Thank you. You are very kind. And I'll remember about the map. Now give that shit to me. Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander and, with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop. Seconds later in the castle.
Master! My fellow Prince Alexander has but the pawn shop owner, he just outstayed. Just deprived. He got the magic map again. I ordered you to stop that. Yes, master. Now, what is this about the magic map? With the map. Prince Alexander can travel anywhere as quickly as I can. What? I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I cannot have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them. Tell them of Sir Alexander.
He was about to snag him in for himself. Alexander takes him in. Whoa. Hold him back. He's taking mints. What else we got here? Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter. What's this? I'm interested in this mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What do you desire to give me in trade? The items on the front counter are all equally slight value, worth only a copper or two. They are handy items nonetheless.
I do happen to have some currency. I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I've never seen a diamond coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who's interested in foreign currency and shrimp gumbo. The items on the front counter are the only things in this store I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
I just said the fucking bird. This mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I'm always willing to take back my own shit in trade.
I'll remember. And thank you, fat black man. Alexander sorts through the odds and the ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy. Let's try out this magic map and see if it really works. We are near water. Alexander pulls out his magic map. Island of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of Wonder, Isle of the Crown, and the Isle of the Beast. We will go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, get the tiger by its toe here. Whoa, this shit really works. We'll take this feather. And we'll take this flower. Alexander picks up the flower and is startled by its hideously strong, skunk-like asshole odor. For a moment, he can smell nothing else. There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander checks that shit out. Ignorance kills. Wisdom elevates. Yeah. Alright, and we are back. Alexander has just used the magical map for his first time and traveled to the Isles of the Sacred Mountain. We retrieved a feather and flower, and I'm not quite sure what to do here at this magic wall yet, so let's check out another island. Like the island of Wonder. Sleeping clams. That's kind of fucking weird. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Boop boop doo, boop boop doo doo. I bet you this was one of Bella Baloosa Moose's favorite parts.
By fierce guards of the isles we be, watch for the foreign man that he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. If nature cannot be disguised, if it man it be, then man it dies. Old Town Troll, smell your smell, do that which you do so well.
How about a stinky ass flower? Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Top troll I am, that's all I be. My nose knows all in land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, governor, do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please, tell us more.
And the nightingale. Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears. He's in the club.
A nose is not the way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is nearer, and so say me.
He's come from that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Breath mint. Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Rump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is this beast or is it man?
Rabbit's foot. Alexander holds the rabbit's foot out to the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit hare is all we greet.
Oh, Bill Battle, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all means, spacious, fair and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's go away.
Alexander did it. He fooled the guards. And of course this thing floats nearer us now. Grab it! Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence even though it is incomplete. Alrighty. Well, let's talk to this little cute oyster here. Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
I'm so worried, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
Oh, I can put you to sleep, motherfucker. Listen to this. If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that'd be great.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine knuckles, stretched over the total of 53 and 8 bottles of wildebeest lard. Yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069, blah blah blah. Grab that pearl from the mouth. Hey, you fixed my mouth.
It feels great.
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends. And we get a pearl out of the deal. Alrighty. Oh. So let's take this north path here. These look out of place. Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close. Well, fuck him, because we needed that.
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me, eh?
Alexander picks up rotten tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
Huh? Get me out of your pocket. It's fucking tight in here. God damn it. Fucking humans.
Let's check out the doors. And we have now entered chessboard land.
Checkmate. Only chess pieces allowed in chessboard land.
That's right. Humans aren't allowed and never will be. Stay out.
I must insist, your highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the vizier and the princess as a present for her wedding. And that's the end of it. And I suppose you'll leave me only this stupid spoiled egg to send, your highness. I want to impress the new king and the queen of the realm as much as you do. And the queen of this isle have every right to that lump of coal. Who isn't queen of this isle? That lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with the spoiled egg. The egg? That delightfully spoiled is not so nearly valuable as a lump of coal. And you know it! Your Highness has always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coil too. That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by the horned beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen. It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the owl and the Wonder Treasury. Your Highness has always said that everything's hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle this argument for us? Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg?
Remember, white is the color of deserving and truth and virtue.
Be quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love. I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I am partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea!
Quite ludicrous.
Well, he was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Yes, obviously a man of high intelligence. The lump of coal always goes much better with my gown anyways. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Red does not go with anything. Being much too self-conscious, white is the perfect accompaniment of any color.
Shrug. Oh, I thought for sure he was going to shrug because that was ridiculous. Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf. Scarf. Alright. Don't think there's much more we can do here at this point. Alexander picks up a head of iceberg lettuce. You never know when he may get hungry. The gods, it's cold! Ye gods, it's killed! Who the fuck says ye gads? I mean, that should have never been created. And it's a frog, but don't try to kiss it. Go back to the beach and go east.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize this book had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner. All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner's a bookworm to you. Wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for a book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerary clause? I doubt it.
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
So, looks like-
Ow!
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see, a March pit that does taxes.
No, I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle.
Fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker.
No, don't think so. I'm sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps? God damn, you got anything?
Afraid not.
Ha! What good are you? Worth the son of a bitch.
Alright, so we don't have what the bookworm wants. Or do we? Why? Hiya, gorgeous. What is a lush-looking hunk of flesh you are? Thank you, I guess. And who are you? How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest. It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid. Drat! The loss is yours, big boy. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages. Hey, don't touch that! Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it. Love. Love and only love. The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it says well enough. Alright, so... that's all we can do at this juncture, I do believe. I may have missed something, but from my decade-old recollection and my unbelievably nostalgic memory, I believe that is all that will happen here for now. Let's check out another island, perhaps. I'm very curious about the Isles of the Beast! Hey. Look at that cute little guy. Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking fellow?
Man up! How looking you are!
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not, funny is. Speech I am, and nothing but.
Let's give him the words, see what he does. He speaks funny. This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you can finish it.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Doctor, like you I do, go I with you.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger. One end of the creature resembles a miniature dragon, while the other looks like a possum. What a strange-looking fellow. Alright. He was a dangling dragon something mabobber. A boiling pond. Do we have anything cold, perhaps? Like iceberg lettuce. Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in the head of iceberg lettuce. The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable. Alright. See if we can grab this. The pond is no longer boiling, but it is hardly bath water. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree. Alright. Let's continue north and see where this path takes us. As Alexander continues down the path, he gets a strange feeling. He's being watched.
Come on over, see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fellow on the top of the gate. He won't hurt you, he's just there to scare you.
And again, we have the sparkling-eyed genie trying to beckon us into our death. Just for shits and giggles, we will kill Alexander. Boom! Arrow to the back of the dome piece.
Got you this time!
And I wanted to show you that scene anyways.
Ticket, please. Next.
That move was slightly erroneous. Ha ha ha! Brutish. So instead, we take the brick and we say, bye, brick. Grab the brick and leave the prick. That's what I always say. Goodbye, children. I'll see you next episode. This is 3 Dog. Or just Game Order.